In January 1998, inside the gilded salons of the House of Dior, John Galliano unveiled a haute couture collection that was more than just clothes. It was a ghostly séance conjuring the spirit of one of history's most extravagant muses, the Marchesa Luisa Casati. The show, entitled A Poetic Tribute to the Marchesa Casati, captured the drama, decadence, and myth of a woman who made it her life's mission to become a living work of art. Luisa Casati was born into immense wealth in 1881, a young Italian heiress who would go on to eclipse the fortune she inherited with the legend she created. Her life reads like an opium dream of the Belle Époque and Art Deco eras. An intoxicating swirl of peacock feathers, midnight salons, and candle-lit gondolas drifting through Venetian canals. She walked her pet cheetahs on diamond-studded leashes, wore live snakes as jewelry, and hosted masquerades that left even the most decadent aristocrats breathless. Her eyes, lined with kohl and gleaming like obsidian, became her trademark. Her silhouette, impossibly thin, draped in velvet and antique lace, an icon of Gothic glamour. John Galliano, himself a master of theatricality, found in the Marchesa a kindred spirit. He once described her as the ultimate diva, the ultimate fantasy. For his second haute couture outing at Dior, he channeled Casati's world of doomed grandeur and decadent beauty, translating it into garments that looked like they had stepped out of an Aubrey Beardsley drawing or a silent film reel. The runway itself was transformed into a dreamscape. Models emerged like spectral visions, their faces painted porcelain white, eyes rimmed in dramatic smudges of charcoal, lips blood red. Some looked like they had risen from Venetian crypts, crowned in towering Edwardian plumes, swathed in chiffon so fine it drifted behind them like mist. Feathered masks, corseted waists, sweeping trains, jet beads that caught the light. Galliano created a parade of ghostly Casatis, each look a story torn from the pages of her decadent nights. Layers of history, art, and Galliano's own Baroque imagination collided on those gowns. There were echoes of Fortuny's pleats, diaphanous Grecian silhouettes that recalled Casati's Venetian days. Some coats and capes were lined in leopard or ocelot prints, a nod to her wild pets. Velvet devaré, stained glass embroideries, and decadent jewel tones evoked the candle-lit palazzi she filled with D'Annunzio's poetry and diaphanous veils. This was haute couture not just as clothing, but as ghost story, a reminder that fashion can resuscitate lost souls. And it was deeply personal to Galliano, who, much like Casati, believed in the transformative power of dress. Just as the Marchesa used clothes to make her life an art piece, Galliano turned his models into apparitions of an era long vanished. But the magic of this collection lay not only in the drama. It was the way Galliano distilled Casati's essence, her fearless pursuit of beauty, her worship of excess, her refusal to fade quietly into the shadows of polite society. He understood that Casati's legend was not just about her costumes, but about the way she wielded them as weapons against banality, as spells to enchant the world. In the end, the 1998 show was Galliano's whispered promise that some muses never die. With every sweep of an ostrich plume, every click of a beaded heel on the runway, the Marchesa Casati flickered back to life, a ghost in silk and smoke forever drifting through fashion's collective dreamscape. And in that fleeting moment, Dior became her palace once more,